Got about 25 of the Jib Marine left in stock. We have one more of the Power of the Ancients as well. If you're interested in picking up one of these field centers, I will leave a link down below so you can grab yours today. Let's pass it on over, well, to the market watch before the weekend, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. So, anybody surprised when I'm telling you that Scareclaw or Reinhardt went up in price? Last sold listings were $5, $4, $4.50s. I mean, you got a couple floating around the under $4 mark. Tax is probably going to put you about the $4 mark. But across the board, ladies and gentlemen, Scareclaw support is going up. You've seen a lot more of these lists kind of starting to turn over. A lot of people are kind of starting to take notice of this. And I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, if you have a particular deck that you're like, oh, you know, like, this seems very underrated. I mean, yeah, the Link one really helped this deck out quite a lot. So, to be honest with you, if this is something that you've been holding back on picking up, I don't know when we'll probably see a reprint, probably next year's Megatins, but just a little bit of a heads up here that we are seeing value gain on this. Big Eyes. Oh, man. Secret Rare listings are down to 10 of these. What in the world? 2015, 18 bucks for Unlims. First had 30 bucks and then 33. So they're starting to, I mean, Shangri-La hype. You know what I mean? These alties, holy moly. Near mint sold for 122, 107. What? Yeah, cool. Alti Big Eyes have just cratered off the face of the planet. That's disgusting. Ultra Big Eyes from Light's Revenge are now $5. Battle Pack Ultras also creeping on up. And the premium golds have also creeped up. So all copies of Big Eye are now a minimum of $4. That's very much impressive, honestly. I didn't foresee that. People are actually mad about Tybee's twing up in price. I initially picked mine up a long time ago when we saw this card first see play in the OCG with Tomahawk. I was like, you know, seems like a really cool interaction. And then the rest of the Shangri-La archetype got announced, and people are actually upset about this. I mean, you had equal opportunity to pick these up much earlier on when they first made their splash in the OCG. I fail to understand. Like, it is a normal summon. You can play the level 7 Thunder guy in place of this as another special summon body. This just gives you an acting normal summon if you don't open up Birth. So, also loads up the Banish Zone for 1 if you need to toggle something back. So, little interactions for 500, but I don't know why. Alright, you can always have an equal opportunity to get info. Diabolus the Mind Hackers. Well, these have calmed down a little bit. I always find this funny that everybody's like, oh my god, Robbie, Mind Hacker is going to maintain $5. Just you watch. I mean, yeah, it's riding the line right now. That's for sure, but at the end of the day, this card always seems to go down. I mean, you had an opportunity to get them underneath, like, the $4 mark. You still can. That's going to put you over $4, but for the most part, yeah, you're riding the pretty safe line here for Diabolsas at the moment. So I'm not really surprised. Once again, you know, Shangri-La hype is echoing through the community right now. So many people are getting the cards for this deck because it's actually insane. Harmonizer Gabriel. You know, I swear I mentioned this before and showed this in a video. But up and away. $6 for these right now. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. Dedicating $6 to $7 for one extra deck spot, not going to cost you that much money. Alright, am I a little bit disappointed to see that this thing is that high? Yeah, a little bit. But it's still, for what this does for a quick effect to steal something from your opponent's graveyard, is actually quite a devastating effect. I really would, like, just say that this is one of those cards that is a little bit more niche, but when it does its job, it does it fantastically. Astro Karibo, yeah, you already know why this thing is going up, because you can reveal a number exceed monster special summon this, and its level becomes the revealed monster, and then you get to pass on that cannot be destroyed by battle clause onto it. Alright, it's a free special summon. That's really about it. I'm not surprised to see that these have shot up to back to the $5 price tag. There was a point where we were maintaining $5 on this thing for a very little or very long time, but you can definitely tell in your curve here that this card has had a pretty, good curve going about it. So, am I confident National Karibo is a pickup? To be honest with you, not really. I think that it's just more so one of those particular cards that aids the combo if you want to play it. All right. Next up here, Master of Blades. Yes. 2 level 7s during either player's turn. When a card or effect is activated, the target's his face of card and detach 1. Negate that activation if you destroy it. Honestly, $2 for these. I'm seeing $1.25s. If you have this much room in your extra deck to want to dedicate to this, I think that's fine if you want to play it. I particularly just feel that there are better cards that you can dedicate to. You know what I mean? Like the Harmonizing, the Big Eye, all sorts of things like that just feel infinitely better than playing a Master of Blades. You know what I mean? That's just my 2 cents. Monk of the Tenyies. These are like dollar commons down here. The 2020 10s are dollars, but I just wanted to point out here that the OTS super rares here, $2. I don't know when we're going to see any other reprints on these cards. To be honest with you, I don't think they really need it. We're kind of just at the point that we're just cruise controlling right now, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Fire Prison. This is one of the most unique cards in the game that every time I look at these, I just find it interesting, especially like the Shatterfoil here. Like, very, very interesting. Near mint's still 45 cents. Those of you that are like, what's this do? So all dragon monsters get 300 defense. If a link monster on the field, neither player can link summon a monster with a lower link rating than the highest link rating on the field. Monsters cannot attack except for link monsters and apply the following effects if there's 2 or more Cyberse monsters on the field. So you can negate the activated effects of Cyberse monsters, and Cyberse monsters cannot attack, cannot be targeted for attacks, and cannot be targeted by card effects. Very, very interesting little field spell. Never really took off anywhere, but maybe someday Cyberse will do something crazy. Ipriya. We saw that this card was taking off in Runic Sprite, just for the fact that it's just when it's summoned you can draw a card. Yeah, you can only gain that Ipriya effect once per turn, but I mean, look at these completed sales. $8, $6, $6. I see we got a couple floating around the $6 mark here. Yeah, you still have some decent $6 price points along the way. This card's only got 1 print. If it sees any sort of competitive play, it was a matter of time till it shot up to some degree. So that is understandable. 1 day a piece. Super and 1 day a pieces? These just got cratered off the face of the planet. $14 was the last sold listing for this. Yeah, these actually, wow, that's actually disgusting. I didn't expect to see 1 day a piece maintaining any sort of like crazy value, but the market said, you know what? We're gonna do this. Heatwave commons. These are still $5 from the Speed Duel Structure deck, and then $10 for the Starstruck Blast copies. Yeah, wow, the cheap alternative got bought out. I can't say that I'm not surprised about that. Wow, that was a recent spike too. Jesus. $7, $6, $4 for light play first eds. Well, if you're somebody out here that's been dilly-dallying on wanting to pick up copies of Heatwave, bad news for you. It looks like it's already orbiting in another zip code. Swords of Concealing Light. I talked about this a long time ago, and there was a lot of damage that was done on the market for these. You can get mod play for 20, 26. You jump up to heavy play for 40. Yikeroos. Got 1 light play here for 45. Then you hit the 76, 85. And none of these like higher ones have sold, but the listings aren't super populating right now, which is kind of interesting at the end of the day. Pancratopses. Holy moly. 130, 124, 125. I see we have, what? Is that a rare? That looks like a rare. Alright. Nice rares. Now that looks like a collector's rare. 135. You're looking at 150 for these. That's a little bit crazy. And then all copies have evenly matched to back up to the moon. 26 listings, 8 listings, 36 listings, and 12 listings for dual power. $30. Basically 30. 32 on up to 35, and then 40. Yep, they're doing their thing. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.